you must be very proud of yourself, because your resilience has made you become a very precious stone within the Nigeria system. As a Biafran, I want you to be very proud of yourself going forward. We have conducted 4 successful days sit at home. Today was actually the highest in the history of our sit at home. Today recorded the highest compliance. I mean, even chicken was not in the street. Not even a fowl. And the worst part of it is that nobody even want to go out to make videos. The today sit at home is the highest of it all. What does that tell you? It tells you that Biafra government has defeated Nigeria. And it tells you also what to expect after the Biafra declaration in December. We will shock Nigeria and the world. I'm very, very happy that the result of the template to the liberation of Biafra is coming out to the public and to the world, especially to those who doubted our resolve from the beginning. You must remain fearless before your enemy. Our slogan, as you know, is freedom or die. The die is not for us, it's for the enemies. And I want everyone to understand that Nigeria has collapsed. I want to use this opportunity to send, on behalf of the Biafra government, our condolences to people in Maiduguri, people who have lost their loved one today under Nigeria in the name of protesting. I am sending my condolences on behalf of Biafra government to those in Maiduguri that lost their loved one. It may surprise you and shock you today that Nigeria Terrorist Air Force conducted air bombardment on people in Borno State, and they killed hundreds from airstrike. Did you hear it anywhere? I am asking you, did you hear it anywhere? Of course, you can't. So we send our condolences to the family that have lost their loved one in the air bombardment of the Nigeria Air Force today in Maiduguri. At the same time, we want to commend those in Gombe who actually stood their ground to fight. Even though we are not fighting and we're not protesting and we don't have the same ideology, but we have some kind of alliance. So the encouragement we will continue to give you. Those in Gombe, you must continue to stand very strong. They made sure that 3 ministries in Gombe was raised today. That is the consequences of the killings in those areas. In all this, we have made it very clear. Any day, anywhere, a Biafran become a victim, the Biafra Defense Forces must be standing by. We will move to the street. This is not going to disrupt our template to the liberation of Biafra. The resistance fighters, the Biafra Defense Forces, and the Biafra Liberation Army, you must be on standby. The Chief of Army Staff, Criminal Terrorist Staff, has issued a threat that they are watching and they will intervene. And I know that when they issue this threat of intervening, they are not intervening anything. The target is Biafrans. And this time around, we have army, we have defense forces that have stood, defended our land, killed them, neutralized them in numbers, and they know what we can do. So on this note, I am calling on all the fighters of Biafra forces, both those in the reserve and those that are very active in their command and bases, to stand by. When the order will be given for the street, it will not be public. So they don't know what is hitting them. While we continue our liberation struggle until November, we'll change the dynamic again. Our dynamics will be changing probably on a monthly basis. I told you people that the month of July will be a very interesting month that you can never forget. And I want you to take your memory back to the month of July. The history that we have created can never be wiped away when you talk about how Biafra fought their way out of Nigeria. July will everly live in the mind of these terrorists and their sponsors. In the month of August will be the double of the month of July. What it means is that you will hear news and news and news from Biafra land. We will never allow terrorists to breed in our land. I want you to understand that we are not yet in the declaration stage. We have not declared Biafra yet. But our target and objective is to make sure that Nigeria will never breed in our land to kill our women and children again and go free. The promise of this government of Biafra is that every Nigeria present will be neutralized in Biafra land. Every Nigeria present. I mean every Nigeria present, because Nigeria is evil, Nigeria is dead, and the earlier we eradicate death from our land, the better for us. Nigeria is dead. That is what Nigeria represents. Nigeria represents blood of innocent people. And Biafrans has paid the biggest price. I must thank all Biafrans for this particular loyalty and mandate given to the Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in homeland. I want you to understand that this is the very first time in the history that exile government have politically and civilly controlled its territory to a very highest degree. There has never been any time, even in those days when the freedom fighters were in very unity and in unison, where they embrace each other and come out, forget about their differences to fight. There has never been in the history where they have the kind of control over our territory like the Biafra government in exile today, the Biafra Republic government in exile. What that means is that we have defiled every strategy that Nigeria have used in the past and in present and even in their future. We have been able to conduct self-referendum that is ongoing. The self-referendum have recorded 49 million. You know, when they had 30 million vote, they were surprised. How you don't mind them. One man was on the TV and was talking rubbish. Oh, now he claimed he has recorded 30 million vote. He also, you know that he does palliative. And I want Sonny to get that video, if you have it. So you can play it here. I want the listener to listen to that particular voice. where that man was making comment that Simon Ekpa is giving palliative. That's why people are listening to him. Also, he claimed he has gotten 30 million votes. Today we are 49 million. 49 million people which Nigeria and many African countries never offered their citizens the right to decide their future. We are bringing that particular true democracy to Africa. And the voting is still ongoing. And they were wondering, how is this guy, how is this government, how is this Biafra doing this thing? We are doing it because while you were busy talking rubbish on social media, we were busy researching on how to destroy Nigeria from within. Anywhere we want to see the visibility for Biafra to speak in a language Nigeria will never understand, in any part of Nigeria, we have the capability to do that. When people are saying, oh, why do you bring the war into your doorstep? What you don't know is bigger than you. As we are fighting to exit, there are many people in the north that believe that the exit of Biafra will change their future for good. And we identify ourselves with them. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with these people in the north. I will not make any further statement, but let us watch how this whole protest go. Like you know, the Biafra people can never ever protest for the betterment of Nigeria. But I am very, very glad, happy, and will be waiting when their terrorist army will be unleashed on the innocent people and let a Biafran who is in his shop or in her shop get killed. Then you will see madness. You know, they thought they are the only one who know what is violent. We will teach them what is violent. We will teach them that the self-defense, which is enshrined in international law, Biafra people know how to defend themselves, and we know how to activate those laws of self-defense. Like never before, where you will be wondering what is going on, just like you are wondering today. Some of them, you see them on social media, they are bragging. Simon Ekpa, hand will touch you soon. I don't have your time. But what I'm fighting is a just cause. I am fighting to defend the defenseless women and children of Biafra that has fallen victim of Nigeria for decades. Nobody has ever risen up to confront Nigeria the way we are doing today. And nobody will ever do. We are going to be the last. After I will be the end of Nigeria. Mark my word, because any day Biafra is declared and we fight against them and defend it, it means Nigeria is no longer existing. It does not matter whether the name Nigeria is retained by some people, but the name Nigeria, which Biafra was part of, will no longer exist. So I will be the end of Nigeria. It does not matter the threat and those planning to come and attack Simon Ekpa somewhere. I will not speak further. But you know, you have tried 4 times. First one, second one, third one, fourth one. This is the 5th one. I am waiting for all of you. But my promise is that you will never go back. The spirit of Sisu is what we are using to fight against a terrorist state called Nigeria. It is a Sisu spirit, which only the Finns understand. I have come to know what is freedom. I have come to understand that freedom is precious. And one thing that makes me laugh sometimes is that I listen to these people and watch those people fighting for one Nigeria and I laugh. You can never fight one Nigeria like me. Would you believe that somebody like me was in the forefront of supporting Atiku in 2019? Even leading Atiku campaign in Europe. You can never be one Nigeria more than me in the past. So when I look at you today, dying for Nigeria, I just laugh. Because there are many things you don't know that if you do, you will ever regret going out to the street to protest for end bad governance. It's a waste of energy, waste of life, waste of resources, and channeling your energy to the wrong channel, which can never bring anything. Nigeria is not designed to be a better country. Nigeria was not formed to be a country where you are going to be competing with other nations. Every competition that is coming from Nigeria is individual competition. Individual competition in business, individual competition in sport, individual competition in academics, individual competition in everything. Nigeria does not have anything to compete with anybody or any country in anywhere in the world. And you know why? The agenda is caliphate-based agenda. In 1989, they had a conference in Abuja called Abuja Declaration. How many of these people in the street of Nigeria today, especially from the South, knows the content of Abuja Declaration of 1989? None of them. Even if they know, they think it doesn't matter. And that is exactly what the politicians have done. They decided to make sure that you are a dundee. You remain a fool. Oh God. Do you know what these people did to us? While other people in the world, other children in the world will be developing their brain in critical thinking in school, they will bring some certain things to make it form some object. From kindergarten, they will be telling them how to bring some object and make it form something to develop their critical thinking. In our own, in Nigeria, especially from the south, in the southern Nigeria, part of Nigeria. You know what they did? You know, many of you do not know why the southeast, especially, is very, very powerful when it comes to 419. You don't know the reason. Do you know? It was deliberately designed for you to become a criminal if you are from the southeast with your academic curriculum. Some of you do not understand this Makija music that is today, after how many years? It is now everybody is doing go. You do not understand what the music is all about. You do not understand what is called reader. Do you know in your primary school, you read reader? Many of you, do you remember what you read called reader? Do you know that everything in the reader was about tortoise? Mbe. How the tortoise was a very smart animal or is a very smart animal. How tortoise is cheating every other animal in the animal kingdom. How tortoise will make sure that he cheat everyone and become successful in the animal kingdom. That was what they were teaching you in the southeast, in your academic curriculum. Do you know why? That is the reason why you have 419 everywhere. That is the reason you see internet fraudsters everywhere from the southeast. That is the reason why you see all the crimes about smartness is because they taught you how to cheat, how to become something by cheating. Do you think that reader was being used in the north? The answer is no. I want you to refresh your memory back. What I'm telling you now, you can never think about what I'm telling you now, until now that I'm saying it. This Gogogongwo was also how the tortoise went and deceived elephant. Cheated elephant and become the husband to the princess and become rich by deceiving elephant in the name of Enyina Agana Epoginazo. And the elephant was asking, what did you say? I say Agaba. Now so Guadro. Meanwhile, Odan or an elephant known. After reading these books, everything as a child, growing up in primary school, is how to be smart like the tortoise. They develop us to be thinking how to cheat. We are going to change it in Biafra. Biafra will become an innovative country that will teach children critical reasoning, critical thinking, so that when you understand that a Nigeria is not designed for people like you, you will stand up against it. When a government is designed to enslave you, you will stand up against it. In Biafra, we will change everything, that when politicians in Biafra do anything, you as a citizen will stand up against it. The Biafra law will become supreme, and we will know that this way we are enjoying in Finland and other parts of the world is because of the system that is deep-rooted in innovation and critical thinking from childhood. People develop how to become something, how to invent something. Science, technology is what they teach them. Why your own is to teach you how a tortoise is deceiving an elephant. And that is the only way you can become a successful person in the society. That is the only way you will become the king of the animal in the animal kingdom, is to be very smart to cheat everyone around you. Today, the society, the Nigeria is falling apart as a result of a design educational curriculum that was not intended to make you a better person, that rather to make you a failed state, failed society, and we have come to reason up and say we will not continue with this evil entity. Go anywhere in the world, when you have Africans there and you have criminals in prison, if you see 50 Africans in the prison, Nigerians will be 40. Go to the United Kingdom. Why are they in prison? Criminal activities, cheating, faking, drugs, everything. Because it was the base that they were taught from the childhood, how to cheat. That's why Nigeria is not bothered. When they hear you are a Yahoo boy, you are making money, they're not bothered. Have they put anything in place to fight against it? No. In fact, many parents are even supporting it because they were also part of the tortoise story. They were also part. They were the one buying you the books now, the reader. They are the one buying you the books of the story of tortoise. Every day, tortoise is going. He met ghost on the way, and the ghost, they draw the ghost with big head. Tortoise will bring a drum and was beating the drum, and then it was all about how to cheat ghosts. Even ghost, tortoise cheated the ghost, and he was started beating the drum, and palm fruit started falling. The tortoise manipulated the ghost and cheated them. And today, Nigeria has fallen. Everything has fallen. The politicians are criminals, police are criminals, army are criminals, president is a criminal, vice president is a criminal, senate president is all of them. It was a very well-grounded criminal entity. And you are wondering, how are you going to solve this problem? You can never solve it. Nigeria can never, ever, ever be revived. And our job as people that have been trained in a civilized world is to destroy Nigeria, to save our people. That's what we are doing. Anything that will destroy Nigeria today, bring me in. Because that is the only way to save my people. Nigeria have killed my people even before I was born. I have come to say that I will never leave and pass this nonsense, evil and demonic entity onto my children. I will pass onto them freedom. That's what I have put my life on the line, to make sure that after this fight, nobody else will fight anything freedom. What you are going to be fighting is to make sure that the legacy we are living today continues. If you have not supported this freedom, what exactly are you waiting for? They have called me agent of Nigeria. They have called me agent of APC. I am not bothered, because that is a name they will want to give you to demoralize you. Even the so-called APC and the government will be laughing. Look at these people. This guy that we are looking for a way to eliminate, they are saying is a Nigeria agent. They will be laughing at you because you are an idiot. And they are not worried about the fact that some of you are calling me Nigeria agent, because they know it is a system that is designed for you to be a fool, that you can't think, because you were never taught anything called critical reasoning. Bring one and bring two, join it together, make something out of it. From nothing. You can't do it because you were never taught about how to develop something from nothing. In Europe here, in the Western world, they teach children how to develop something, make something out of nothing. And that is the thing we are bringing back to the Biafra land. And I promise Biafrans, I will bring Finland to Biafra. Today, the government in exile and the de facto government, the structure we have built, is it not happening? We have been able to defeat Nigeria even with their billions and billions of dollars. We defeat them militarily. We defeat them in everything, academically, structure, government structure-wise, and everything. We have outsmarted Nigeria. And because we are laying a very strong foundation that nothing can destroy. If you think that we are joking and you are yet to support Biafra freedom, wait to December 2nd. Everything we have done so far is in public. We are not hiding our roadmap to Biafra. Like I said, we have gathered 49 million votes, counting, still counting, because this is the second stage, which will end in August. And then the third stage starts in September. 49 million already and still counting. Have you ever seen in Nigeria where election was conducted and you have 49 million votes? No. In the last election, we warned these Nigerians that what you need is not election. They call from ahead. I told them, you do not want election. The whole people contesting to become president of Nigeria are all criminal. The main three candidates, they are all criminals. Atiku is a criminal. Atiku embezzled money, Nigeria money that should have built hospitals, schools. Even if you use the money to build hospitals, it is still going to crash because the foundation is faulty. Atiku took the money to America. He was indicted. He's a criminal. If it was in Europe or in London, in the United Kingdom, Atiku can never be allowed to contest the election. But in Nigeria, it is normal because it's a foundational problem. He contested, he bragged. Tinubu is a criminal. He was indicted in the United States for drug trafficking. Not only that, with other crimes that he has committed both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Today, they found him worthy to become a president. We warned against the election. Nobody listened. They signed petition against me. Today, the same people that signed petition want me to ask Biafra to protest. It's impossible. Peter Obi is also a criminal. While he was the governor of Anambra State, he has money, $50 million in offshore account. When he was asked, he said he was advised. Is that excuse in the court of law that you were advised? But as a governor, you are not supposed to have offshore account. What I'm telling you is a fact, and that makes him a criminal. Plus other ones we don't know about. So if Peter Obi was supposed to be in the United Kingdom, do you think, for those of you living in the United Kingdom, do you think with the money violating the law and the constitution of the United Kingdom by banking up to $15 million in offshore account, which he said he uses to service his business, do you think he will be coming out to contest election in the United Kingdom? The answer is no. So why is he contesting Nigeria? Because it is a foundational problem. You know, when we say it like this, I say we don't like it. We will not like each other, especially those who are standing on the way of the success and the future we are trying to build for our generation. Those of us who come abroad to learn and want to bring back what we have learned. I did not just come to learn how system works. I've also come to learn how to become a beast to liberate my people. The country where I'm living, they fought like beasts against Russia. And the beast in them is called Sisu spirit. That is what I have possessed and possessed me. I don't know what you have in your own country where you reside, their history. Allow the history to pass through you and use that history to change your country where you come from. I have allowed the Sisu spirit of Finland to possess me and pass through me. Not only that, I have also allowed the system of Finland to possess me. That's why I am fighting tooth and nail. Putting my life online because they did also put their life online fighting against Russia to become what they are today. What I'm doing today is not against any law. You can't kill my people for many years and nobody does anything about it. Today we are killing you back without remorse. If you have the power to kill us first, do it. But if you are in Biafra land as a military, terrorist army and police, you will go down. I am telling you, if you don't go down today, you go down tomorrow. Even though they are not reporting it. We will continue to eliminate all of you to protect our women and children. You have killed them enough. So we told them that election is not what they need. What they need is a referendum so that the people who have come to see light will choose their way, how they want to live their own life. You cannot be deciding for me. You cannot be telling me I must live with you when Ekpa is a criminal and become a Senate president. And I must come and see Ekpa, whom I know very well, that even in the worst country in the West, he can never be a councillor. I will look at all these things, I will swallow it. Allows people who do not know what future is all about to decide the future of my own children and my generation. That is impossible. Today, if they stand on our way, they will go down. You don't know what is coming. As you are looking at me, I have seen comments on social media that you are a heartless man. That is an understatement. I have no heart. And that is exactly what Nigeria needs. And you are going to see more of me. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was captured, I told you people that a time will come when you are going to know who Simon Ekpa is. We have not even gotten there. Wait, after the declaration. After December 2nd, you will see madness in the highest order. I welcome every one of you. I thank you, Biafrans, for believing in me and following my instruction. And today you see I have saved your lives. Many lives have been saved, even though they will still come from the backyard to kill you. But of course, not all of you will die. We will defend you as many as we can. The remaining people that make it alive will enjoy Biafra and enjoy freedom. Freedom must come. I welcome all of you. Immediately take over from here. I will take questions.
Thank you, the Prime Minister of the Biafran people. You've said it all. And here now, we would bring up Biafrans to ask some questions to clear their doubts. And before then, Mazi Success, over to you, my second co-host.
Okay, thank you, Mazi Sami, and good evening. Good evening, Prime Minister, and good evening, fellow Biafra, wherever you are spacing from across the globe. Today is the second day of August, which marks the end of this very um, sit at home that has exposed Nigeria to its core. And I want to congratulate Biafrans for making it. And let me state that we started the sit at home in IPOB on 23rd of September in the year 2016. And what gave birth to IPOB sitting at home was the killings of Biafrans whenever they go out to protest for the release of our leader, Maznam Dekano, during his first incarceration in Abuja. I think I'm coming out clear.
Yes, you are coming out
So,
clear, success.
the deputy leader, the deputy leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Chemofo, issued a sit at home on the 23rd of September 2016, and it was glorious. And second that followed it was on May 30th, 2017, by then Onyedo has been released, and it was superb. And from there we picked up the sit at home. So when our prime minister ordered for a sit at home, don't think he manufactured that from the moon. And don't blame him. Maybe he's strangulating the economy, he's making people suffer. Those who have agitated before him have done it, and there was no blame apportioned to them. So why do you blame our prime minister? I'm talking to the Fulanis and to the Afonjas, because as of Biafrans, they are not complaining. And yesterday, he, through the spirit of Biafra and Chukwu Kabiyama, did not even put sit at home. He lifted the sit at home yesterday just to see, test the spirit of Biafra. And it works very, very excellent. Owerri was under complete lockdown. Aba was under complete lockdown. Which other city that followed? Owerri, Aba, Enugu was under complete lockdown. Then Abakaliki was under complete lockdown. Anambra, part of Anambra had a partial movement, and the city of Onitsha was completely locked down. In so also to other parts who have not been observing this. Stores were not open. It is because the spirit has taken over. And I'm telling you, from the day we hosted flag until the day of the Finland convention, the next spirit that came down was yesterday. And I'm proud of my prime minister. I would say, Prime Minister, your work is great and we appreciate it. So please follow Prime Minister. Follow every of his advice, every of his directive. He know how to deal with these terrorists and he's dealing with them and they don't have help. And he'll continue to deal with them until they exist no more. So today we have come to celebrate the end of the 4 days lockdown and to thank Biafrans for making it a success by rejecting Nigeria and all its entireties. Those who come under the pretext of protest for the betterment of Nigeria, you rejected them. That is one of the fantastic things that you have done. And I say, may God, who created Biafra, bless you all. Thank you, Prime Minister. I think you should bring our Minister of Information back, please, because you know, when you're hosting space, network is not always favorable with me. You can bring in the minister back and make him hope.
I'm here already, success. Thank you. Mazi Sani is there and he's also a speaker. I think maybe his network is having challenge. And okay, Sani is back. If the Prime Minister, sir, you can also add Sani to the co-host, sir. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. You're all welcome. The Prime Minister will take questions and we are not going to waste time. Please, everyone in this space, you can see the subject matter. It is Biafra, freedom or die. Make your questions very engaging. The Prime Minister is always challenged with questions that are indeed very, very strong and solid and challenging. You know, move him to give you that answer that you have been waiting for all this while. You know, all those things that they have been telling you he is. All those things they've been accusing him of, and all those propaganda against the Prime Minister. Please, today, feel free. The Prime Minister will not fight you. He will not do you any harm. He will only answer your questions. You know, please just do that today, and your life will never remain the same. And as you are coming into this space, raise up your hands so that I will quickly, give you the microphone. Let's do that. Man Sonny, you're back. Is there anything you want to say so that we'll begin to get the people in to ask the PM questions? Minister of Communications, are you there? All right. My minister is there, and I'm sure.
Yeah, bam. Continue. I did hear they back you up.
Okay, thank you very much, my Oga at the top. Thank you. All right, please, you're not raising your hands. Okay, let me just quickly start with Mr. Facts and Data. Mr. Facts and Data, can you please unmute yourself and bring that question that have so much been bothering you? Mr. Fact and Data, you need to unmute yourself and bring up your question, please. Mr. Fact and Data and is not ready. Okay, we are going to give you Chuku CUM-TV. Please unmute yourself and bring your question.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Prime Minister Moses Simon Ekpa. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, please. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm very happy to be here. I'm a regular. I'm a regular here, and I greet my Prime Minister. I greet Moses Soni. I greet Moses Van and every listener here. Well, I have to say that Moses Simon Ekpa is really a thinker. This thing that he talked about, this reader, this night, I never thought that he is going to go that far. We all read that reader, and everything he talked about tortoise was true. While we were in primary school that time, I was thinking that tortoise was a very big animal. I don't know, it's a one kind small animal that used to deceive all the whole animal. Because that time we were small, and we don't used to see tortoise in my village and all that, until I grew up to become an adult before I see tortoise, So I was like, is this animal that they're talking about that have been deceiving all the big animal? This thing is a very, very much Simon require you, I think. So the only thing I want to say is that Asari Dokubo made a comment last time how he killed Biafrans during the NSAS protests. My question is this, Mazi, don't you think Asari Dokubo is going to be a threat with his Islamic agenda in Biafra when Biafra is restored?
It can
Thank
never
you.
be a threat. He can never be a threat. We have eliminated all his jihadist fighters in the southeast. Go and ask him a question. That's why he's irrelevant. So he just come to use this protest to try to get relevant. We eliminated all his fighters from A to Z. Don't you know when he was bragging and bringing gun on social media, he would do this and do that. They contracted him. His security is everywhere. He's doing this. Are you hearing them saying? Are you hearing him saying it again? We eliminated all of them. We killed all of them in the bush.
Good.
So it's not a threat.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. This is what I just wanted to say. Please keep the fire burning. The Biafrans love you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, Chuku. Thank you. The rest in the room, nobody's raising hand. I'm just going to be picking one after the other. Biafra
Please
Liberation Update.
remove me so that other
I will
person
do that.
can.
Don't worry. Biafra Liberation Update. Please unmute yourself.
Please, who just finished speak now?
I've removed him. Okay. I've removed him. Biafra Liberation Update. I gave you the mic. You don't need to raise your hand anymore. Just take the mic. Unmute yourself.
I don't know if I'm actually coming out clear.
Pick up, please.
I don't know. Can you hear me,
Please, you go and come back again. Something may be wrong with your speaker. Please, we'll give you the mic. Bold, please grab the mic and come up with your question, please.
Hello, my question is simple. When are we going to make sure that all the zoo military barracks in all around the Biafra are eliminated? Thank you.
It will start from 2nd of December.
All right, you're okay. Your question has been answered. Let me call you up again for the last time. If you don't pick up now, we will take you down. Mr. Fact and Data, unmute yourself and come with your question. Mr. Fact and Data, unmute yourself and come with your question. Mr. Fact and Data, okay, he's not ready. I think someone else should take that space. Who do we have here? We have Biafra is a must. Biafra is a must. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, Mazi, Pastor Van Van Van.
Good evening.
Good
You're welcome.
evening, my Honorable and His Excellency Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile. I voted for you, so you are my Prime Minister. Not self-acclaimed Prime Minister, but a real Prime Minister, a real leader, a leader that have shown in all cases that he is capable of leading his people. I respect you, sir. My name is Eliezer. Pastor Van Van Van, good evening. It's me, Eliezer, your boy.
Go ahead, please. You have 60 seconds.
Yes, sir. I appreciate every work you people are doing, and I pray for the grace of God to be upon the life of our Prime Minister. He's doing a great exploit, and Elohim Hashem will continue to lead and guide him with wisdom and more inspiration and more wisdom to continue in the journey. In the name of Chukwukika Abiyama. I want to just ask our Prime Minister, I'm of a great concern of my region, Cross River. I know that in Bakassi Peninsula we have our navy there. In Cross River, close to the capital city of Old Cross River State. But I'm talking about the Ogoja part. I don't know if the Biafra Liberation Army is functional, because that is my region. That is where I come from, and I can also apply to be part of the Liberation Army as the declaration day get closer. So I just want to know if the Biafra Liberation Army in the Cross River North Ogoja axis is functioning.
We have a command in Ogoja. Are you sure this one, your voice is sounding like a Renomokri? You can carry on.
Oh, that's very funny. Oh,
are you
Prime
sure?
Minister, I'm willing, I'm capable. We have suffered a lot. We have suffered a lot.
When the
Everybody is
time come,
displaced.
when the time come, you will know.
Okay, sir. But I just want to ask another question about the Biafra efforts. You know, the zoo terrorists, Janjaweed efforts will like to come through air, since they know that on the ground our men are capable of curtailing their excesses. So, how prepared are we to, in case they take the war to us, like they did in 1967, where they started bombing my community in Ogoja, another part of Biafra land? In case if they try doing that, if we want to take the war also to them, because the best form of attack, the best form of defense is attack. If we want to,
with all the name, all the hailing you were hailing, I thought you were following. Have been following this.
I've been following.
Liberation.
I just no.
And
I have been following.
You are here worried about. Do you know how many times they are bombarding? Don't you know that they are bombarding Biafra land as we speak? Don't you know,
I know, sir.
we are also resisting the air bombardment already?
Sir, I know. I just wanted. Let me finish my question. You understand where I'm going
No,
to?
your question started very wrongly.
No.
Because
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
we are
sorry, but
worried
let me
about
finish
something
it.
that we have actually proven that we are defeating and repelling them from the air.
Sir,
They
I know
come
we
with
are
Tucano,
defeating
they
them,
come
but
with Tucano. Listen. They have used Tucano on us, we repel them. They have used the newly acquired fighter jet, we have repelled them. In fact, we even shot one down. Are you aware of that?
sir, I'm aware of all this. I'm aware, but I want to
that
ask.
one fly and went to Port Harcourt to crash.
I know. I'm
shot
aware
it.
of everything.
So
I'm
what I'm
aware of
telling you,
everything,
so
sir.
what I'm telling you now, if you are aware of this, why are you then worried about
No.
if they come to Goja
What
and they
I'm
don't just come
asking,
to Goja?
I'm talking about we too taking it to them. We have to have fighter jet to bomb
Did you not see
Aso
that?
Rock.
Did you not see that we are taking the war already? You can't take war to them without a declaration.
Okay, sir.
That kind of war. So, and that need a lot of finances and all that. So everything borders on finance. And
Okay, sir.
we dictate how to fight. It is not about your opinion. It is not about your suggestion. It is not about how eager you want us to attack them. We dictate how to fight Nigeria. And this war is going to be fought in our own way.
Okay, sir.
That's
But
what they can never make us change. They can never bend us.
okay, sir. Thank you for your answer. But
Thank you.
the reason why I asked this question is because in the 1967 to 1970
You are
war, I
still making
watched that.
references to 1967, 19 whatever. We are not interested in whatever happened in 1967. Talk about the present. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for your answer. I appreciate, sir. God bless you.
Thank
Ebon.
you. All right, we'll move. Rejan Fury, please unmute yourself. My Minister of Communication, please help me to be bringing people in. It's always telling me it's error when I try to bring them in. Please help me to bring them in for those that are requesting. Thank you, sir. Rejan Fury, please unmute yourself.
All right, thank you very much, my dear brother, Pastor Van Van. I hope I'm coming out loud.
Go ahead. You have 60 seconds, please.
Thank you very much. Greetings to the great Biafrans in the platform and all over the world. My Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for the Biafra people. We love you so much, sir. And no long question, actually, just one question. And I just want to thank you for saving our people, for the order that you give, the instruction to stay back from anything protest. We are all protected by that instruction, that order that you give. That shows that you are the real leader for the people, sir. We love you so much. And before I ask my question, let me simply say, Arowete webiro ye, Aroweto webesaito, Aso wisagbanye berowe, Kema wore biafrera borano, Abero wirinyu wogbe bilogele, Kemele Grete Cyrus Simon Ekpa. Thank you very much, sir. My question is, long ago when you were still broadcasting on YouTube, somebody asked you a question about keke riders, and the thing was very funny to you. And today you see that most time when this our sit-at-home order is going on, most of the people you see on the street are either keke or these 2K people. So because the way you answer the question, maybe the way Nigeria has conditioned us here is that when you did not really explain to the keke people that there's a better plan than keke for them, when Biafra comes, they will feel like, oh, it's like when this Biafra comes, we are not going to, there's nothing for us. I don't know if you can throw a little more light on that aspect. That's just the only thing I want to ask you, sir. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you very
Anisoko
much.
speaking.
Today, did you see any keke rider anywhere during sit-at-home?
At all, you know they.
So I think that have answered your question. So they have come to understand what we're doing.
So your question has been answered, Rejan Fury. Thank you very much. We move. Official mid mid BRGIE official page. Please unmute yourself. MID BRGIE official page. I cannot hear you, please. We cannot hear you. You need to unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead and speak now, please. Oh, I'm sorry. You had this challenge the last time. It's happening again. Obinna, please unmute yourself.
So I want to talk. Okay. Hello. Hello. Am I coming
Go
out
ahead,
clear?
Obinna.
Pastor Van, I must greet you. My Prime Minister, I must salute your courage. I don't have question. I just believe I should also make my voice heard. From the very onset that our leader was kidnapped, even before he was kidnapped, I already know that the Prime Minister was born for this struggle, and I decided to follow him even without any fear or favor from any person. So what I want to say today is to thank him the more, also to appreciate you guys the more. Whether they like it or not, we are in the cage, one of the cage in the zoo. But we know at the tail end of this struggle, victory is certain and assured. God bless the Prime Minister. God bless Pastor Van. God bless each and every one of you who believe in this struggle and are fighting for the interests and justice of our people. I must say, Chineke Gozie Nwokoma, Ogaduru Ure, lying all together. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity to speak. I'm grateful.
Thank you. Thank you. Please, I would encourage those that are in the press, those from the Nigerian side, come up here and ask the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government questions. Please,
Raphael, please, here we are only talking about Biafra. We are not here to talk about any other thing. So I think there is somebody on the speaker side raising hand, and I know he is not here to talk about Biafra. So do you mind asking him to what he want to say, so we can continue with those who are here to talk about our freedom and Biafra? Thank you.
Okay, sir. Please, Shamons, I think the PM is talking about that. Can you bring up your question?
Yes, hi. Hi, bro.
Go ahead.
My name is Shwamos. I'm originally from Africa, from Algeria. And I like the topic you had for freedom. And so I understand all the topic is about freedom, and I love Africa a lot.
We're talking about Biafra. What do you know about Biafra, please?
I don't know about Biafra. Okay. I just see the topic is freedom or die, and this is why it's led me to jump on space. Something is burning me on my heart, and I like to share it to my brother.
I will give you opportunity to talk. Go ahead.
Thank you. Right now, there is the Olympic of 2024 happening in Paris. And there is one lady who is participating on the Olympics. She's from my country. Her name is Iman Yakhlef. And the Western media, they discriminate her because she's from Africa, because she's from Algeria. They discriminate her because she win in 46 seconds. She boxed the lady and she ended the fight. And they said she's a transgender. Why? Till when? These Western people keep spreading lies about Africans, and then make us look like shit. The problem is not only our countries in Africa. The problem is the media who are influencing against us and spreading and saying Africa is bad, Nigeria is bad, Algeria is bad, Morocco is bad, all is bad except of them is good. How come, guys? This is very bad. And I am from Africa, and you all guys who are here, you are from Africa. And I want you to stand with this lady. You know who she's an African woman. She's an African woman. She went boxing on the Olympic, and they spread lies about her that she's a transgender. Even Elon Musk called her a transgender when she's not. She's my friend. Even I know her personally. Till when we let these people to spread misinformation about us? They used to destroy our country just by making tweets and making fake news on X or maybe on Instagram. And right now, they are discriminating not only between black and white. I'm a black, I'm a nigger. Not only the colors right now. Right now, they're chasing the gender. And you know, guys, that we in Africa, and especially in Algeria, and you guys, we African mentality, we don't allow transgenders to be around in our community. They want us to be like them. We don't want that. Why you are accusing a woman to be transgender when she is not? We should all fight for this. Is the real freedom. Why these Western peoples
all right,
always comes after
all right,
Africans?
all right. Thank you very much. And that is the reason you must support the emerging nation of Africa that will stand up for
Listen,
what
I
we
live
have
here in
founded.
Dubai. I
I know,
always
I
push
know.
for Africa.
Listen to me. Let me address what you said. That is the reason you must support any emerging nation that will stand to defend the interests of Africa as Pan-African nation. And Biafra, we have always said, will be the beginning of the civilization in Africa, because everything they know, we know it. So I'm not here now to judge who is a woman and who is not a woman. I'm not here to judge who is a transgender and who is not a transgender. But this concern you
No,
raised,
it's been already clarified by the
I know,
Olympic that she's a woman.
can I just address you? I'm not. My concern now is that there is possibility and there is a hope coming from Africa, and that hope is coming from Biafra. So support Biafra even when you are not a Biafran. Support Biafra knowing full well that, for example, we have given you a voice on this platform today. You're going to know that when Biafra come, our policy will shape in Africa and you will be a proud African, because by then our influence and policies will also impact you as an African that is not even from West Africa. So it is very important that freedom is the most important thing. If we are completely free, you will not be worried about what anybody is telling you, or the West, or from America or wherever. It is as a result of the neo-colonialism which made us not to be free. And so we are fighting for a total freedom, and that freedom will be demonstrated by the Biafra people. As soon as we become an independent state, we will change the face of Africa and how the other people see us. Today, most of African country, I don't think any African country has any free visa to Schengen state. None. No country in Africa have free visa access to Schengen state. I don't think there is any. But if there is any, please, you may correct me. But you know why? Because of the competency of the leaders. Because of the leaders are puppet. And now we have young blood, not just young blood, but vibrant and very smart people that are, many of them are Pan-Africanists, and we have risen up. We are going to change this many decade of impunity, where we have natural resources that is benefiting Europe, benefiting the West, but our people are not allowed visa-free entry. Tell me what is the reason? Anyway, it is our freedom first. The rest will follow. Thank you. Next person, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, PM. I'm sure he must have been lectured tonight. All right, we move. Please, okay, we have you again. Let's see if you'll be able to talk now. Biafra Liberation updates. Please bring question, please. Unmute yourself. Biafra Liberation.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome.
Good evening, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government.
Right on, Rosal. Right on, right on.
I don't know if I'm actually coming out clear, please.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. I just wanted
Did you call the next person? I don't have something to say because the Prime Minister has said it all.
No, yeah, Mazisani, somebody is already talking.
Okay, sorry.
Mazisani?
I can hear you, but I can't hear the person. All right, continue.
Okay, sir. Go ahead.
All right.
Biafra Liberation. You have 60 seconds. Make it quick, please.
All right. My question goes like.
Looks like I even lost you. I lost you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, please?
Go ahead now, please.
All right. This very platform X, they updated their app, and there is a new feature that we can actually add our wallet address to our profile, which if anyone feels is comfortable with what you are doing and is willing to support, they can support with whatever token they have in cryptocurrency. And I feel we can as well add it to our page, like yeah, we can as well add it so we can as well get support from Biafrans, not until we are raising fundraising on Saturdays before we can actually get their support. But that's by the way. And I also use this very platform to publish the struggle for this Biafra restoration, and I get a lot of questions from Biafrans who has been bombarding my DM, asking they're asking for questions like how are they going to be recruited into the Biafra Liberation Army and all that. But I keep telling them not to worry that there's no recruitment ongoing. So I feel this is the right time to bring the question to the table. So this is why I just have to ask this.
So what is the question?
The question is, I don't know if there is any recruitment that is ongoing, because my DM is always being bombarded by Biafrans who are willing to join the Biafra Liberation Army.
There is
And
no
I still feel
there is no
if we
recruitment to the
can.
Biafra Liberation Army now. There is no recruitment to the Biafra Liberation Army.
All right. I still feel if we are going to do the new feature that this very platform updated, that
Yeah,
you can as well add your wallet address to your profile, so we can as well get support in cryptocurrency. More like people like us that deal with cryptocurrency, we can as well have any token to support, not necessarily on Saturday that they are raising fundraising, stuff like that. I don't know. It's just an idea.
Thank
If
you very
that
much.
idea is good, you can carry it on, and we have our Biafra coin website, the Biafra Bank of Biafra. You can promote it, on your page and within your friends, and teach them how to invest in the Biafra coin, because while they are investing, they are also supporting the Biafra liberation at the same time. Thank you.
Thank you. PM, I think if I understood what he was trying to say, he said there is a new feature on Twitter that we can add on our page, maybe on our government page, where people can
So
support him.
follow it up with him, and then the media team can take it up from there, so everybody can use it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Biafra Liberation. I think it's a very good innovation. We are going to like to talk with you later so you can update us on it. We'll add that on our government website, and then people can also use our Biafra coin to also support through that wallet you're talking about. It's a good idea. Please contact me and update us on it after this space, please. Thank you very much. Get in touch with me, Maz. Thank you.
All right, I'll do just that.
All right, thank you very much. We'll move. Please, who else is there whose hand is up? We have once again, you're back again, Mr. Facts and Data. Please try and unmute yourself. Let's see if you have a very vital question for the Prime Minister. Mr. Facts and Data. Why are you requesting to ask to speak, but you don't unmute yourself to speak? All right, we have World Best. World Best, please unmute yourself. World Best, are you there? Your hand is up. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Right, you have 1 minute.
Okay. Prime Minister, good evening, sir. I really like you and I love the way you do your things. I just have one simple question to ask you, sir. Please, what is the fate of other indigenous nationalities living in Biafra territory now that it has not been declared? When it comes to the declaration, what's going to be their fate? Are they going to be repatriated, or they are going to be given the benefit of the doubt, since they have been living with you guys and they have been obeying all the rules and regulations? Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir. You are doing a good job, I must ask.
Every
Thank you.
law-abiding person, human being in Biafra territory, during declaration and after declaration, will be protected. Thank you. The co-host, what is going on? Sonny and Raphael.
Please, His Excellence, unmute yourself. Go ahead and bring your question, please.
Good evening, lovers of Biafra all over the world. My greeting to Prime Minister. My first time to speak with him. I'm very happy to be with you guys tonight. I'm an Idoma speaking language of former Enugu State. So the map, I want to ask Prime Minister. My late dad is a Biafra soldier. All the documents are with me, all the ID card. So he assured me that Biafra must come before he die. And the spirit of Biafra is in me. If I perish, I perish. Till Biafra come. So in that map, I didn't see my community in that area. And 80% of our late fathers are Biafra soldiers. I want the Prime Minister to talk about that.
You say you're from Idoma.
Idoma speaking of former Enugu State, 80.
How can you be from Enugu State and you're not in Biafra? You are there. It's just that the way.
Yes, I'm
It's just that you are there in the map. It's just that the way it is structured now, you may not be able to see it. Just wait until our digital map is out. And we are not
okay,
leaving
sir.
anybody behind. Even if your community is not there now, it is going to be included at the end. Thank you.
God bless you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, my PM. His Excellence, thank you very much for that question. We move. Who is speaking? I didn't give anybody mic. Who is that? Okay, go ahead. Biafra Resistance, go ahead, please.
Biafra Liberation, Biafra Resistance Fighter.
Go ahead.
Good evening, and good evening, Mr. Raf and Mr. Simon. I greet everybody. I'm speaking from this side of East Africa. Meanwhile, am I coming out loud and clear?
Please go ahead. You have 1 minute.
Okay, please. Okay. So I'm considering our military distance. So myself, I am very ready because I was trained by the Nigerian Army, 76 intake. So, but I'm here waiting patiently on the day that we will strike, and I'm ready to come back and defend my fatherland. Very, very ready. I was trained. After the training, I saw what was going on in the training camp. 2 weeks, 3 weeks to pass out. They were bringing in terrorists, different, like in their numbers. When we asked who are those people, they will tell us from one Alhaji Musa, Alhaji what. So as the training was going on, I was like, those people, they didn't train with us. They didn't know about IED, the mining, a lot of things we have been passed through. They didn't know about it. So, but they are bringing them in their numbers. So I told my friends, those people are the people that will kill us in the battlefield. They didn't believe me. Most of them now, 76 intake, that was in 2018. Most of them are dead now. So I know things about military and I know their strategy. So whenever it is ready, I am coming back to Biafra land to fight and defend my people. I can't run forever. I left Nigeria after the training. Before our deployment, I ran away. I left the country. So, but I am coming back to fight and defend my fatherland.
And
That is what I just want
those are
to.
the people parading themselves today in the military regalia, calling themselves army. They are
Exactly.
terrorists. That's why we are going to
Two
make sure we neutralize all of them in Biafra land.
pass out, they bring them in their numbers like thousands. They don't know anything. The only thing they know is aim and shoot. Yet we have trained for 6 good months. Just 2 weeks to pass out, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We see them in their numbers. They don't know English. They don't know how are you. They don't know how, like, they are not Hausa people. So I was telling them I was observant because I was trained by a special squad. I was a sniper. So I was like, these people, who are they? Even my name, I bought another name. It wasn't my name I was using because I was like, after the training in Enugu, before we were deployed for training in Zaria, my name didn't come out. So they gave me another name. They sold my name to another person and I bought another name. So during the training, I was like, this country is
You can
not what
imagine in a security architecture, you are selling name, you are buying name. You are already a criminal by buying your name or selling your name or buying another name. It's a criminal act.
That is it. So at a point, they came to a point whereby they will tell you, go and verify your name with your bank account. If it's not verified, they will not pay you your salary. You see the problem now. So if that name you are answering in the Nigerian army, if it didn't match with your account bank, they will not pay you. So a lot of people were in confusion because the names were not their own. A lot of people in the Nigerian army today, their names are not their real names. They bought it. Anyway.
You see, that's why when you see Musa, not you think Musa is their names. When you see Alhaji, you think it's their name. Their names are not Alhaji. Some of them are Okechuku. Some of them are Igwe.
Most of them cannot.
They will be answering Alhaji this.
They can't.
Let them come to Biafra land now. They will die there.
I am very, very ready and ready to strike them at them because I know their strategy. I know how they move. They are very weak. The only thing they are trained is to defend. To defend, because they will give you one magazine to face a terrorist. And what our commander will tell you is defend yourself. When their own weapon is over, then you can shoot your own. Because if you shoot one magazine and it's over, my dear, you are gone. Nkega will go like you are gone. What do you get? Because one magazine can, how many bullets did he? No life jacket, no bulletproof, no helmet. So, and that was during Boko Haram 1 year. So I told them, my brother, I cannot go with those people I don't know. I cannot go. I left immediately because people were dying in the training camps. People were dying in Zaria.
All right, somebody else.
They bury you.
Somebody else, please. Thank you very much for the information.
Okay,
thank you. Thank you. Keep following what we are doing, and then when the right time comes, you will not be reminded. You will just know, and then you will key in. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
All right. Pele Comedy. Pele Comedy, unmute yourself.
Hello, His Excellency. His Excellency. Good evening. Good evening, Biafra.
Yes. Make sure you are not. Make sure you are not in a noisy place. There seems to be noise where you are.
Okay, it's okay now. Yeah,
right.
It's okay now, right? It's okay.
Okay.
Good evening.
Quickly, you have 1 minute, please.
Yeah. I'm really happy. I'm really happy for what you are doing. I know in anything someone does, there must be gossipers. That is real. And to me, I have never seen where there was any freedom. That has never been war. Even the Bible, the whole thing that Israelites fought for, everything they gained in the Bible was they really fought for it. I never seen when they were praying and everything just come to their way. So it's never easy to be a freedom fighter. You have to see some gossipers. If you Mazin Nankalo, like some people say that Mazin Nankalo, I was like his approach. Like some years ago, like I started following Mazin Nankalo as of 2015. Even then, I have to. He started everybody.
Please let us be very quick in asking our questions. If you have a question, bring it up immediately. Just immediately, so that others can come up. Please.
Okay. Sir, there is this thing I just want to like confirm from you, sir. this declaration is said on December 2nd. So what I want to know, like, do we have that enough soldier? Do you have that enough soldier? That is what I just want to confirm, sir.
No, we are waiting for you to be enough.
We are following Mandikan, we are following PM. We are asking, do you have enough soldier? Please, next person, please. Arinze, please come up with your question. Please, let's leave the accolades and the stories. Go straight to the question so that other people can come up. Arinze, please grab the mic.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, my PM. Good evening, Mazi Rafe Chamaka Jerry. Good evening, Mazi Sonia Barawanda. I greet you all, Biafrans. I don't have any question. I just want to correct somebody that was talking about Ete as not being part of map in Biafra in Old Enugu State. Ete is a county in Ohabeni State in Old Enugu State. So let him go and check and verify. Ete is a county and is in the map. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Arinze. Thank you for that update. I'm sure the brother is listening. Please verify very well. There is no part of Biafra that is not in the map. Every part of Biafra is in the map. We have 40 United States of Biafra. Thank you very much, Mazi, for that update. All right, I want to try this fellow that just came in now. Amaz, I don't know, sounds very Nigerian. Amaz, can you unmute yourself? No, he's not ready. All right, please, Cyprian Ugochukwu, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Pastor Van, my Honorable Minister of Information. I greet you. Obatobie, Odogu Karaka Kebo. I thank you. I just want to thank you for all that you are doing for us here in homeland. And I also want to thank you for remembering Lagos. You say you also want to pay us a visit in Lagos. I want to say thank you for remembering Lagos. I also want to ask if with all those victories that we are recording everywhere, is our app that we are expecting in this month, is it still going to be workable? Thank you, sir. God bless you all.
The Biafra app will be launched this month. Thank you.
You heard that, and I'm sure you're happy about that. Thank you very much. Thank you, RPN. Thank you, sir. We'll move. I think that was from C.
Bam, pick this Citizen Dama.
Okay, thank you.
Please let me go down and come up again because I can't hear many people. Citizen Dama, please.
Okay, we'll do that. Citizen Dama, please grab the mic and bring your question, please. Citizen Dama, unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening, amazing people. I remain my humble self, Citizen Dama, a Pan-Africanist and a lover of freedom. The Honorable Prime Minister and his cabinet members here, the information ministers, I greet you and other amazing people in the house. The network here has been behaving like a drunkard. It's been difficult. The last time you were on space, I think that was yesterday, I was struggling to speak to you, but the network didn't allow me to really hold it on. But we have to continue. Minister, I must tell you, I have so many questions I want to put to you because you're doing an amazing job. It's true, the fact remains you have a lot of enemies. You also have a lot of loyal friends. So my question, number one, is from what I see, it appears that a lot of people have love for what you're doing, and even across the continent of Africa. So what I want to find out from you is, and I don't know if you really know what I'm talking about now, because you might appear to be having a lot of resistance and opposition and attacks, but a lot of people admire what you're doing and they are carefully monitoring what you're doing. So I want to find out from you, do you have any arrangement to accommodate the influx of people who would want to be citizens of your new dream African country, Biafra? Because I see a lot of people from the southwestern part of Nigeria and across Nigeria and Africa flooding into the new African Renaissance country. Do you have any apparatus to accommodate all the people that want to be citizens of Biafra when it comes?
We cannot guarantee or promise that we are going to accommodate all. Even America cannot accommodate all. But what we are going to do is that we are appealing to those people who are now planning how to come to Biafra to please allow us to build our country first. Give us a space so that you will be very happy to come at the end of the day. That is the appeal we are going to give to Africans who want to come to Biafra land. They should give us a little space to make that country of the dream that they want to see. And then after that, we'll welcome them.
Okay, one of the questions I wanted to put to you yesterday, but the network didn't allow me to hold it on, was regarding the recent gunshots and awareness that was created within the capital of Imo State, Owerri, where there was a lot of awareness across the city, and few hours later, we saw some propaganda material flying across social media saying that those people who came into Owerri, it was actually a kind of feud between a policeman who had a gun and a mechanic who was working in his car, who they had a little misunderstanding, and then the police officer was after the guy, he shot, and then other police formation and military formations across the city were releasing gunshots in the air. So I really want to confirm if the awareness that happened on the 31st and 30th day of July was from your messengers. Thank you.
I have not come across any story about a mechanic. But what I am aware of is that there has been war going on, the Biafra-Nigeria war, and this war is happening very, very heavily in the former Imo State. Today we have 3 states from the former Nigeria Imo State. We have Olo State, Okigwe State, and Owerri State. So the war is going on in those areas, and if you are hearing gunshot, it has to do with the exchange of fire between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist group called the police or the army, or either of them. So any gunshot you hear, nobody can carry gun in Biafra land and be in the street, except the Biafra Defense Forces. Of course, if there are other criminals from the Nigeria-sponsored Nigeria state, like we have had it in the past, we'll confront them. Because our duty to protect our women and children. Not like you see the contracted Asari Dokubo to kill our people. We have been able to neutralize all his terrorist group. None of them, not even one, is present today in Biafra territory. That is the job that the Biafra Defense Force have done for the past 2 years.
Okay, the Prime Minister, what I'm referring to is actually on the 30th and 31st day.
I have just answered you. If you hear any gunshot,
there was sporadic shooting.
I have just answered you. If you hear any gunshot, there is probably exchange of fire between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist group. That is the answer I'm giving you now. So if you see any story which they have manipulated or whatever, or propaganda, you just call it propaganda. And you are still asking again, when you yourself address it as a propaganda. There is nothing like mechanic anything. The war is going on heavily in the present Imo State. And like you see, they have come with mercenaries. They come with armored tanks, which we are posting on the social media every day, as our drone are getting the videos, CCTV of the Biafra Defense Forces are releasing those images. We are releasing those images of the ongoing war in our land. So I do not know why people are asking questions about who is shooting gun. If you hear gun, it is between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist state.
I'm sure you have you've asked enough questions. Citizen Dama, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you.
No, I am not done with my question, but I use the mic so other people will ask. I still have questions I want to ask the Prime Minister, but other people can continue. I still stand by. I want my questions much later.
All right, thank you. Mazi Chidozie, please come up with your question, please.
Okay, good evening. Hope I'm coming clearly.
Yes, but make sure there is no noise in your background. The noise is too much.
Okay. I have two questions. One of it is when the Biafra is declared, because in our home now I'm in Biafra land, and there is one problem I'm viewing. In Biafra land now, between 14 years upward, young boys and girls are practicing fraudster. I want to know the machinery, how the government will handle this situation. That's the first question. Second is, as we are still struggling,
which situation?
fraudster situation in our young boys and
You mean
girls.
fraudster?
Yes.
It's like you have not been following the government of Biafra, our activities and what we are doing.
I've been following.
Okay, then it means you are not getting what we are doing. We have eliminated, we have laid a foundation. Can you mute yourself, please? Because I'm hearing myself. Can you mute yourself? Stay muted, please.
Mute yourself. Go on, please.
All right. The Biafra Republic government in exile, we know exactly why fraud strives in Nigeria, which is what I have explained in the beginning of this space. So I don't know when you joined. If you have joined this space from the beginning, you will understand that I have explained the foundation of the fraud that you see today from many Nigerians. Is a foundational problem. And for us to have identified the foundational problem means that we have the solution. Because for you to solve a problem, you must know the root cause of that problem. That's why when you go to hospital, they have to do a series of tests to know what is wrong with you. They don't just go and start giving you drugs. That is what Nigeria is doing. When you go, they give you drugs without checking what is wrong with you. And the system of Nigeria is exactly like that. That's why they can never get anything right. So what do we do as a government? We first of all identify the root cause and this foundational problem that have put us into this chaotic situation for decades. And so we started developing database system to eliminate fraud. It didn't end there. The Biafra government has unveiled the Biafra National Identity Card, facial verification, powered by the Biafra Security Administration. That eliminate forgery, that eliminate the fraud and identity theft. Even while we are in exile, we have eliminated and laid the background to eliminate fraud that we have in Nigeria today, where people can forge their national ID card and passport and all that. Having a database system will eliminate the fraud that will inherit from Nigeria 60%. Then our laws and policies will take the rest. And that's how we will become a very sane society within just 3 years after independence and recognition. So you do not need to worry about the fraudsters. We have already started solving the problem foundationally. From the Biafra government in exile, as soon as Biafra has been restored, the government in exile will be dissolved. Transitional government will be instituted. We already have the government structure called the de facto government in the homeland, where Biafra have created 40 United States of Biafra. Every state has administrator. Every state have deputy. Every state have 15 county. In each county, you have 5 districts. In each state, you have 75 districts and 15 county. All these positions are occupied by Biafrans. And we are building the structure to eliminate fraud that will be inherited from Nigeria. So as soon as as soon as Biafra has been declared, and we're going to fight with Nigeria for a while, because I know they are never going to allow us to go freely. So we are going to fight with them. But the difference this time around is that we're not going to fight like the 1967 Biafra war. We have understood how we are going to defeat Nigeria using multi-dimensional approach. One approach is the arm approach, which is defending ourselves with the arms and at the same time delegitimizing them both with civil demonstration and in the armed struggle. 2, diplomatic approach, which we are doing today by having lobbyists in the United States, making sure that our voice are heard in the highest level of the United States Congress, the United States Department of State, and so on and so forth. 3, the political approach. The political approach is the approach that the Biafra government in exile today has conducted and continue to conduct the Biafra self-referendum, which has 3 stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3. This political approach is the highest and the most important approach. All of them are very important, but this particular political approach is the most important approach, which gives you the right to decide whether you are supporting what we are doing or not. And today, we have gotten the support of 49 million Biafrans. You can't beat that. Who will hear that kind of thing and shun and overlook it? 49 million. 49 million Biafrans have supported Simon Ekpa and supported Biafra government in Ezra and say, please, save us from Nigeria. And the beginning will be on the 2nd of December, where we are going to actually count how many Biafrans have asked us to go and fight for them and give us their mandate. After that particular vote has been counted, we will now read the declaration document that Biafra government has drafted on behalf of how many millions of Biafra that have given us their mandate through the self-referendum. We will begin to fight for the ratification of this result of the self-referendum, which you can see many international institutions are already saying aye, an aye on Biafra self-referendum. I want somebody to post the OBRT or ORB something research article from the United Kingdom. They went to Nigeria, they went to Biafra land, and they asked people questions to know what is going on. And they came back, they were shocked. I want everybody to read it. I posted it yesterday. I want you to go and read that article. That is one of the most powerful articles so far. Neutral. They went and they investigate themselves, investigative journalism. They ask people questions. This self-referendum that Biafra are conducting, what is it? This, are you ready to leave Nigeria? Do you go and read it? It's done by people who have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Biafra government, but they went to do their job as journalists. They went and traveled there and saw things themselves. And that was when we had about 30 million votes. Today it is 49 million. And the number is still rising. So my brother, you see, there is no way this Biafra will not come. If you don't come with our guns, it will come with the political approach. If you don't come with the political approach, it will come with the diplomatic approach. If you don't come with the diplomatic approach, it is come when we combine the 3 together. That is exactly why Nigeria can never survive this. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really understand. Thank you for the good job you are doing for the Biafran people. May God of Biafra always protect you and give you guidance. Who's the
person that is speaking? Is that Chidi? Is that Chidozie?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. We move, and then I give the microphone to the next person. Obele Ojuku. Obele Ojuku, please grab the mic. You have 60 seconds.
I greet Biafrans. I greet you, our Prime Minister, Sonia Barawan Mekene. Please, can I speak in Igbo?
Go ahead.
Okay. Onye isi, Pamoisa. Asị m, ana m afụ ihe ị na-eme dị egwu. Ị na-eyi ndị ụjọ o. Ị na-eyi ndị ezigbote ụjọ. O nwere aircraft na-abụ ndị a gote. All because of ị na-ene anya n'ime ọhịa. Because ezigbote ụjọ dị ha na-arụ the last time ha bịa. Ịghọta. So ihe m na-ekwu bụ now anyị need inwe a platform for ndị Biafrans, ndị dị good in coding, you understand, in programming. Because you watch ihe na-eme na Ukraine na ịma na ihe niile abụrụzi ego ka eji azụ ihe niile. A na-eji ihe $10 eme ihe ejikwa $100,000 eme, whatever. In the aspect, onwe aspect na-ekwugasị, enwe some mechanics, ihe niile abụrụzi so mechanical, a na-use soft ụmụ kirikiri ihe for some very big results. So in that aspect, I need to go programmers and so you share all the time now. That's my question, sir.
There is no time for anything. Everything is happening. So, we have the Department of Programming, in the Biafra Defense Force, and those who are doing it are doing it. And when we are going to need new intake, we'll make it public and people will know. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And if you think that you are good and you are a very good programmer, that you have something you think that will benefit from you, you can contact any of the team here, and you can write the sources, for example, and then present what you think you can do, and let me hear from you. I can have a meeting with you and see where we can move from there.
Okay.
If you come as a Nigeria agent, you will die.
Nigeria agent, my father no logo Biafra. My father no logo Biafra. Before I follow what you say, from Malo even Nandikano, my father is gone down, call him everything. You understand? My father no logo na bagana. I saw that now. Kinako. Ha. Or the possible more Nigerian agent. Before 2015, Louis F. and I we are go maybe Biafra since from Bonneju n'afọ. Mmadụ akọrọ maka Biafra wee so. Ọ mmunye ka amụnye m n'ime. Thank you very much, Onyeisi.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, we give the microphone to Amaz. Amaz, pick the mic and come with your question.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, our PM, Master Simon Ekpa, and the Lafel. Good evening, everyone in the house. You guys are doing a great job. I just want to make contribution. Like I live here in Israel, and everybody here born of Israel goes undergo army training. Can we have such programs when Biafra comes for all Biafrans to partake in military training to be able to make a Biafra?
I don't know when you were you part of us from, or you are just repenting now.
I'm a Biafra. I'm only Bukambuka Soibo.
Were you part of us, or you are just repenting?
No. Hey, someone on the kind of way. Someone on the kind
of kidnap na Kenya. Did you back down like others did, or are you
No.
still
I'm still with you. I still with you.
If you are with us, you will not be asking this question, because you know this issue has been addressed severally.
Yes.
That we are going to have military, training for 18 years up. It's a must.
Yes, I know, but I want like every family in Biafra, even in Egypt, they're doing it like every family.
You said you know, and you are still saying you want. What exactly are you talking about? If you know what I'm saying, why are you asking the question?
I want it to be a kind of a nationhood program for all Biafrans to be trained as a soldier in case of emergency.
This statement, no rhyme at all. Please, please, Pastor Baba, please continue,
Thank you.
please.
Amaz, you obviously you are not following. The answer has been given to you even now, even though it has been attended to so many, more than 2 years ago. Our PM have drawn this blueprint. Everybody is aware. So you should know it's our program. Thank you very much
Okay.
for coming
Okay.
up. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless Biafra.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we
Thank you.
move. Thank you. Citizen Dama, your hand is still up. You want to engage with another question? Let's give you the chance to do that again.
It
Yes.
seems you are not looking very well. Since my hand was up,
There's only one hand that was up. That was Citizen Dama.
No, my hand was up since. My hand was up since.
I don't even know who is talking. I can't even see you.
It's Ben Chooks.
I can't even see you anyway. All right, hold on. After Citizen Dama, you will speak up.
No, I think Benchus can talk because he has been. Allow him to talk. Allow him to ask.
Okay, Benchus, go ahead. After you, then Citizen. Go ahead. I can't even see him. Very strange. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, because really, I'm surprised.
I can't see you. It's not showing me here.
You called many people. I was first raise my hand before.
You did well as you spoke. Go ahead and speak now, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, PM. Anya, you really awake every time. So I really love your passion today. The passion of speech you made is really got my heart. PM, my little question is, after we restore Biafra, after after everything has been done, we're gonna have a high number of post-war graduates. And before we start building our institution and industries, how do you think we are going to handle high number of post-war graduates? Thank you.
How do we handle post-war graduates?
Yeah, I mean before we start building our institution and the industries, because many is gonna come back, so that we don't get chaos.
There will be no before. There will be no before we start building. We are going to hit the ground running immediately.
Oh, wonderful.
So there will be no before. So as you are coming, we engage you.
All right. I'm sorry, you got that?
Thank you so much.
Another question, because I cannot see you, honestly. I'm still not seeing you, but you're talking. It's very strange. You have another question, Benchooks?
No, I reserve it. Let other people go on.
All right. Thank you. My Minister of Communication is back. Mazi Sami, do you want to say something?
No, my minister, right on, sir. Right on, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We'll move. The only hand I can see up is Citizen Dama. Let's get that over with. Go ahead, please.
So, the able Prime Minister, I want to emphasize once again that you enjoy a lot of unseen and invisible goodwill among the people of this country. And I want to emphasize that again and again. The state of the country as we speak, I don't want to say that Nigeria is a failed state. I don't want to say there is hardship in the land and the blood of citizens is painting the whole country following the end bad governance protest that is vibrating across the land. But I also want to let you know that among the military and police formations in the land in Nigeria, you also enjoy a lot of love and sympathy. My question is, there was a time you made calls for people to drop their uniform and cross carpets to show their allegiance to the struggle for Biafra. I want to find out if that window is still open, and if it is open, what exactly is the process in case someone who is tired of receiving 1,200 naira allowance in the battlefront and Sambisa forest, as confirmed by the CDS Musa Christopher on live TV, where he cried that his men were receiving an allowance of 1,200 naira every day. So I believe I'm just speaking the mind of some people I have been in contact with. Is there any corridor you provided for them to actually activate that process of switching their allegiance from Nigeria to your Biafra struggle?
Yes, the door is open any day, anytime. But the difference is that they will be on their own. They are not going to join the Biafra Liberation Army. They will form special forces on their own. And the Biafra government will take care of them. We are in a war situation, and we have designed our structure so that Nigeria can never penetrate us. So those people that are willing to join Biafra to fight against this terrorist state are welcome. We're going to tell them how we run our own government. They are going to be an independent command. So, and that's how we're going to start. I'm making this public. We're not hiding anything. So they must be ready to be on their own.
Please, when you say on their own, I want to underline that phrase. Are you saying they are not going to be catered to, there will be provision for them to take care of their families? What exactly is on their own?
Told you when I mean on their own is that they are not going to be part of the Biafra Defense Forces. They are not going to be part of our command. When I mean they're not going to be part of our command is that they are not going to be in our base, in our camp anywhere. They will have their different base and command with a special assignment.
I'm sure you understood that, citizen.
Thank you for the answer.
He's not talking about the. The financial aspect of anything, so that they will be.
Yes, I do. I'm actually trying to be a good Samaritan here, trying to speak for my beloved friends who are, grooming and mourning, hoping that they wouldn't be here to ask this question. Because as a matter of fact, we understand that Nigerian system must have an eye and ear in this kind of platform. So I believe a lot of them might be listening to my question and they'll be thanking me in their hearts. So my second question goes to, I know the Prime Minister is not a man of fantasy, although he smiles, and I recall some years back, during my school days, I used to have a friend who is called Smiling Devil. When he smiles, there are vibrations and reverberations across the land. Some people wonder, is he a clown? What kind of monster of enigma is Simon Ekpa? So the other time you talked about the proposed bad governance protest, which is happening now, and you said something in the lines of if people got hurt, especially Biafrans, got killed during the protest, or if Nigerians got shot at during the protest, and anyone who would want to bear arms to defend themselves, that you weaponize this process. I don't know how you intend to make this statement a reality. Is there kind of, how does that really work? I want to get some more insight.
You want me to tell you how I'm going to make it a reality? Is that really, are you really asking that?
You're asking for security details.
And my comment was that if any Biafran is killed, and I maintain that statement. If any Biafran is killed, we will punish those who care to carry arms to defend themselves. And unfortunately, as you can see, no Biafran is in the protest, and they will never be part of the protest. But if they are in their businesses and they get killed, then you will see the madness in us. I know that some people have tried to lure us into to do what I have promised. And somebody came to the space yesterday and said, "Oh, they were killing Biafran in Lagos." Or I have the video because they are trying everything to drag us into it. So it is not just we know when such thing happen, and we will investigate it before we take action. So if you go and start making video and punching somebody, that's a Biafran, this is a Biafran, come and go and show it to Simon Ekpa so that we join this protest. You are wasting your time. We dictate how we fight Nigeria, not you dictating how we are going to fight Nigeria. So we have our own way. We dictate how we fight Nigeria in our own way. So if any Biafran is killed, like the terrorist army are threatening that they are going to do this, they are watching. We are watching too. And believe me, you think that this is not going to be for our own advantage? It is the highest advantage we are going to get over Nigeria. Because the reason why we are not joining this thing is not about ending Nigeria. If it is about ending Nigeria, believe me, we will be leading this protest. But anything bad, better Nigeria, count Biafrans out of it. So, but when we are going to come in, is for self-defense, to defend our people. If any Biafran is killed, it is going to be brutal. I'm telling you the fact.
Thank you, PM. I think Citizen Dama, you have asked.
I am not done. I am not done. But if anyone has further questions,
talking, let him so you hear him.
No, I think I finished. Somebody is saying something.
Okay.
Yeah, Massive Triple M has been raising hand also, like me, for a long time. Maybe your system is not seeing him.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them. Okay, immediately after this Citizen, now let him ask one more question, and that will be it. So that we'll be able to bring those that I'm not seeing, then they will begin to talk one after the other. Please, Citizen Dama, the last question, the very last question. Pick the best of the best questions you have and ask it now. Just one, so that we attend to others that have their hands up. Do that now, please.
I have 2 or 3 more important questions I want to get clarification from. But I can ask one, and then maybe some other time I pose those other questions. So the last question I want to ask, which is very important, because I've tried to seek opinions of some people at the grassroots, and it appears they enjoy your good speech in trying to maintain security in the eastern region, that's the Biafran region, and then they also believe that Martin and the county is alive today is causes of what you're doing, and the hope of Biafra is causes of what you're doing. But a lot of people have come to interact with, have an issue with the sit at home, and they are like, is there any way your cabinet can tweak the sit-at-home order, which usually affect the poor people in the region, to sanctioning the political ropes, who are actually agents of oppression, who are also frustrating the struggle, instead of allowing the sit-at-home to actually bite at the poor Nigerians and Biafrans in the region? Is there any way you can translate the sit-at-home order into a sanction on the political elements in the region? Thank you.
One thing people don't understand is the structure of Nigeria. Nigeria have what we call a very complex system. And the reason why what we are doing is looking very strange to many people is because they never understand, and they will never understand, this complex system of Nigeria. So it needed a very complex solution. That's why everybody is complaining. So of course, not everybody, but those who do not understand this complexity will always complain, oh, sit at home is affecting everybody. Oh, you can never detach a tick from a dog without the dog feeling the pain. You understand? Do you know what is tick?
Yes, I do. The tick is on the dog. I know the tick.
So you know the tick that is sucking the blood from the dog?
Yes, when you want to put it off, the dog usually feel uncomfortable, but you're doing the dog a lot of good.
That is the point. That is exactly what Nigeria is all about. You can never save our people without them feeling the pain. And that's exactly the pain they are going to feel. It is normal in nature. So people need to understand. We're happy that Biafrans has come to understand it. The only people that are complaining and they are not understanding it are even those who are not a Biafra people. Because those who are Nigerians, they are the ones who are crying over our own suffering. They cry that their cries are not real. These are the people who disenfranchise us. They denied us. Even the palliative, every region in Nigeria collected palliative from Nigeria government. Only Biafra people did not collect. They denied us, even up to the extent of Indomie. Palliative, Indomie. They denied us Indomie. That is the hate, the level of hate. And the people who denied us these Indomies are the people crying today that Biafrans, you are locking them up. They are sitting at home. They are doing this and doing that. Because they know it is shaking their evil entity and destroying it. So the cry they are crying over Biafra is not actually over Biafra. They are crying for how they have lost everything because they see it is going down the ocean. And they can't save it. So rather they come to cry. Today they love you. They love you. The same thing, the same people who kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today are the one calling for his release. Are the one saying, if he come, Simon Ekpa will disappear. Oh, come bring him out. When he comes, insecurity will disappear. As if I was the one or I am the one creating insecurity. But the killings of Biafran people have been going on before I came on board. The same people who said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the cause of insecurity, they planned to kill him. They didn't work. They kidnapped him. And today, the situation has escalated to something else. And again, he has become a saint. Some people were celebrating when they brought him handcuffed, face covered on marks in Abuja court. Hey! Some people were kneeling down in Lagos, praising God, and they were making video posts on social media. Oh, he has been captured. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Oh. Today, these same people are the one saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a reasonable person because they have seen a monster, and the monster is needed to fight another monster. Without being a monster, you cannot withstand a monster. And that is what God has created in me and in many of us. And I have to deal with it. There is no going back. Till freedom is achieved and we are going to celebrate in our own land as free people from Nigeria. It's going to happen in this life and in this age and in this generation. And I'm leading it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, my PM. Those of you that are still waiting to ask questions, you can readily see that the PM is always ready to engage and answer questions. So that's why you must be ready to ask questions. Dama has spent a long time here. He's here because he's asking questions and the PM is ready to answer your questions. So who is that brother that was raising his hand that I'm not seeing?
It's Mr. Triple M.
Okay, Triple M, I cannot see you from here, but just raise up your hand, please. Sorry, just unmute yourself, please.
Thank you, my dear brother, Pastor Van. I greet each and every one of us in the house. Every protocol duly observed. His Excellency, Mr. Simon Ekpa, our savior, the savior of our time. We appreciate you. I really appreciate you the more. You've saved so many lives. Although I wouldn't have to say much because the question I was about to ask has been answered, or has been asked already. It's about the Biafra social network, but you have already addressed it. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you the more because you have saved so many lives, my brother. You are really God sent. Initially, when the sit-at-home was coming up, people of Nigeria were like saying it is them, they are destroying the economy. You told them that time shall come. They know exactly what we are doing. This is the time. Now we are not crying. They are the people crying. Thank you, my Prime Minister. I appreciate you. Airborne.
Airborne, okay, means our brother did not ask any question. Please, just like I'm not seeing you, you will do me a favor to go down and to listening mode so that someone else will be able to come up to ask a question to the PM. I can see here raised, I am the good guy. I'm the good guy. Unmute yourself and bring your question, please.
Good evening from my end to you, Pastor Van. Good evening to our Honorable Minister of Information, and good evening to our Honorable Prime Minister, the Authority of Biafra, the Agone Chamber 1 of Biafra, the Ambassador of Peace. Again, this season
of chaos in the zoo have once again affirmed why you are indeed an ambassador of peace. And this is that aspect that must always be emphasized also too. Today, all eyes have seen that in the east, in the eastern region of Nigeria, which is majorly Biafra land, how peaceful and many lives saved. It's a reference, and for somebody who came here to suggest that sit-at-home should be considered, why would we be talking about sit-at-home being considered when the man they called considered as the deputy speaker had in this prison, just without him knowing, by the spirits controlling him, to affirm, to confirm to you, to everybody who cares to listen, how powerful, how effective that civil disobedience hashtag sit at home, what it has done to the government. And he encouraged people that if there was any time to sit at home, that it is now, and emphasize how important it is. This is to tell, these are the criminals who are at that level that you call your leaders, coming to tell you the effectiveness of that singular civil disobedience strategy. So I want to encourage our PM who have led the Biafrans this far. My only question to our PM is more like a clarification, not a question, rather. Some time ago, it was announced to Biafrans that there is a portal, there is an opening for volunteers, people who have different skills, different profession, who want to actually be part from the beginning, from the foundational stage of the new nation Biafra. How far is this portal, this opening, this call? Is this still opening? And are there limitations to people who can be part of this volunteer group? What I mean by limitation, those where we reside, especially those who are within the homeland, are they restricted? Are they limited to being part of this call for self-service to the nation? That is my question to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There is no opening at the federal level. There is no opening at the central level. There may be opening in your various states. So go to your state and see what you can do for them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And I'm sure that brother, I am the good guy. I'm sure you have gotten the answer there. One, please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and bring your question.
Hello. Good evening, my beloved Prime Minister. God sent. Any day I open my this and I don't see a tweet, I don't sleep. So my question is concerning this dead country called Nigeria, because there is a news I saw today. They said that WhatsApp is leaving Nigeria. So I want to know the effect of their departure from Nigeria to our Biafran people, because they say that the condition Nigeria gave to them, they cannot continue, that are leaving Nigeria. So I want to know if there is anything for us, the effect it will have on us.
We have the Biafra app that is going to be even more effective than the WhatsApp and Telegram combined. So why are you worried about that? Download our app. You can chat, you can make a live stream, you can post videos, you can do exactly what you do with YouTube. Go beyond YouTube. You do what you do in WhatsApp, chat with your friends, call with your friends, do video call, group chat, and all that. So what do you need WhatsApp for?
Okay. I'm not worried. It's because of them. I'm not worried. It can't have any effect on me. Thank you very much. God bless you. Continue your good work, and the Lord continue to strengthen you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I noticed that from another device, I can see you. Ben Chooks, your hand is up again. You want to unmute yourself?
Okay, thank you, Mazi Van. PM, another thing I wanted to ask, in Biafra land, are we going to have a social health insurance scheme as we have here in Europe? And if at all we have it, how
those things have been, this thing we hear all these things PM have already treated this issue. We have all this package all lined up.
Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't follow up when.
Oh, obviously, you didn't follow up. We are going to have health benefits, the best, even more than what you have in Europe. These things have been outlined in the past. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We move. No hands is up again. And then let me begin to ask you to come in, those that couldn't raise their hands. Great Biafra VIP. Do you want to unmute yourself? Great Biafra VIP. Great Biafra VIP, you cannot unmute. We have Ben-Hur Gill. Who's this one? Please, can you unmute? Okay. He's still requesting to come in. He has not come in yet. So many of you that are trying to come in, but this device, let's see if we can pump you guys in. Okay. Chizoba Chuku, can you hear me? And please unmute yourself and come with your question. Chizoba seems not to be there. And curiosity led me to actually bring this Ugwa Solomon. Ugwa Solomon, please, can you come up with your question, please?
Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, everyone.
Go ahead, bring your question.
I'm very glad to be in your midst this night. Thank you, our Prime Minister, for all you have been doing. I don't have any question. I just want to encourage you with what you are doing. You are a great man. Keep up the good work. We are behind you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Ben-Hur, you can speak now. Unmute yourself. Ben-Hur, you were lifting your finger the other time. Do you want to unmute yourself? Can't you do that? All right, maybe you can talk where you are. It's okay. Chima Emeaji, unmute yourself.
Okay, my brother Vam, I greet you so much. Sani Abarawa, good evening. My PM, I greet you especially. And when him to Melko, I just want to say to our politicians who are now coming to take glory of not protesting in the East, like Hope Ozadema, that man, Hope, he came to claim now Igbo people listened to him, and when they spoke, they listened. I want to let him know that it's not nobody obeyed him. It was Simon that made it possible, and they need to start learning how to give honor to whom honor is due. And to my siblings, those ones who were talking before how Simon was working for APC, I hope they now. I saw one of them start. Gone on but these are the first people creating a hashtag. Simon is APC, arrest him, he's terrorist, he's this, he's that, since 2 days, only to come back today. They should start learning how to appreciate Simon for the good work he is doing. Because the truth is that if we didn't have somebody like him, it could have been terrible. So there's nothing, I didn't have any question to ask. I just want to say, Nam, Jishike, Jidake Beji, Nebi Jidema. There was a.
Thank you. All right. We have the eye. The eye, can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hello, go ahead. Bring your question.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity at this point in time. First and foremostly, I want to thank our PM, Simon Ekpa, Jishike, Nwanne, Jishike, Awumonyi Imo, Jishike, Igbaliala, Inana Abale. Another person today thank you very well, our chief of army staff, Orabueze, I think. Ngozi Orabueze. Yajishike, in a team here. I can see what they are doing, you know. My question, without wasting so much time, my question, my PM, I believe them because Otelaka watch yage before maybe do some wegi Otelaka even before Davido join this struggle. You were the bito, you know, the bito. So let us not go there. No, now the question is because my question now, olembe because olembe ichere na nwere ike anyị nwawo Biafrans nọ na diaspora, you know, ihe kpatara n'abalị ụlọ kemgbe olemgbe passport Nigeria mere expire self the second one njiri mere the United Kingdom indefinite leave to remain or further leave to remain and all of that. Olemgbe ikere because actually law with my Biafran passport or your whole British passport because I did British. I'm not a British. I'm a visitor. And yeah, that's true. And olemgbe ichere biko anyị nwere ike ibido use our Biafran passport were lawa ụlọ were lawa gawa any other country for visit, because that's my question. Thank you so much.
When we have declared Biafra, stand against Nigeria terrorist state, defend it, and get recognition from the United Nations and other countries of the world. That is when you have passport.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you, sir. Please, if you are brought into the room, do not unmute yourself to avoid noise distracting the PM when he's answering the questions, please. Thank you very much. I'm sure you got that answer, you know, and I'm sure it's a very adequate one indeed.
Can you hear me? One more question, please. Just one more question, and we'll close.
Okay, sir. And then I'll give the privilege to there's this Pedro Ben. Pedro Ben, can you unmute yourself? Pedro Ben is not ready to unmute himself. Biafra Liberation, please, Biafra Liberation updates. Unmute yourself.
All right. I just have to ask this question. This one question is, I don't know if the Biafra shop is open for people in the zoo to place orders, and if it's open, how do they go about receiving their stuffs once they place order from the Biafra shop? This question is a question that has been thrown to me directly in my DM and in most of my comment section as well.
When you engage, okay, sorry, PM want to answer.
The Biafra shop is open, and I don't think you can. It depends on what you are buying. So the delivery is all over the world. So if you are buying Biafra and Signal or something like that, you know they are not going to deliver it to you, because once you get to the zoo, they will seize it. So, but if you are buying either through your friend who can bring it to you or something like that, then it works. But if you are buying directly from Biafra shop, and it has Biafra something, of course, the custom will just take it and it will not get to you. So the advice is that you buy through somebody until we have our own post-delivery to Biafra land under Biafra government. Then it is possible. For now, anything Biafra is signal, once it gets to the custom, they will just seize it.
Thank you, sir. PM, that was the last question as you requested, sir.
All right, thank you very much, every Biafran here, and all of you over 1,500 listening after how many hours of this space. I thank you all for the successful 4-day sit at home that have ended today. We remain very calm in Biafra, while the Biafra Defense Forces will continue to engage the enemy and the terrorists in our land. We'll continue to call you to stay away from military, police, terrorist checkpoint, the kidnapping checkpoint where they enforce the disappearance of our people. Continue to stay away from them, because one day you will don't know when the Biafra forces will engage them. Stay very, very far away. Whenever there is exchange of fire between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist state, we continue to call on civilians to remain indoor and stay away from the affected area. Very, very important. We don't want to lose anybody. So whenever there is engagement between the Biafra forces and the Nigeria terrorist state, you make sure you stay very, very far away. Stay in your homes. You can take your phone and video it, evidence. Because as we are eliminating those terrorists in our land, there is no video. And that's why they are not announcing it. But they can come on their national television and tell the chief of defense criminal staff that they are killing soldiers in the southeast, and he didn't debunk it. But you have never heard anywhere in the Nigerian media that soldier has been killed. Are you not wondering about it? They came and asked Musa, soldiers are being killed in the southeast. And Musa did not say no, it's a lie. Rather, he confirmed that they are in asymmetric war and guerrilla warfare with Biafra. But they have not announced that the soldier has been killed. Okay, they are falling every day. Of course, we are also losing men. But like Mazin Amdekano said, they will kill us, we will kill them. But at the end, Biafra will come. So please, civilians must stay away whenever the engagement starts. In your area, in your vicinity, if you lock your house, take your phone, video it, and let us have it as an evidence. Otherwise, the story will never be told. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, PM, sir.